Pay attention, we open this video with the scope caps on, but right about now I go ahead and I take them off. Do you notice that? You notice how much of a difference that made as far as your field of view? That's because this thing is so close to your eye that it warps everything to a perspective that is off. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maximum brightness. Ever wonder what a 2.5 fixed powered scope would do in a very close quarter environment? You're about to find out. I mean, after all, the reticle is the CQB.
Pew pew. Go, go, go. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew.
Gotta be honest, there's a lot about this that I like. However, there's a lot about it that I really don't like. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. The things I like are the fit and finish. The build quality of this thing is pretty good. It feels great in hand. It's solid, robust. It's got a good weight to it. All the controls are in a good position. Everything's laid out fine. Everything works great. The glass is excellent. I mean, it's really good for this price point. This is $200. The glass is sharp, clear, has great color representation, the whole nine. It's awesome. The reticle is also really good too. It's not that obtrusive. It's got a real good strong functionality about it. It is the ACSS CQB. I like it. It's fine. The illumination on it is excellent as well. It's more than bright enough for broad daylight, and it goes down low enough that you can use it in pitch darkness. All of that stuff is grand. The controls work fine. Zeroing it was a breeze. 1, 2, 3. That's all good. It's all really good. However, there are some things about that I just don't feel the same way about. And unfortunately for me, that being said, I can't recommend it because of it. This eye box is really tight. We start at about 2 inches away and we work our way right until the camera touches the back of the cap. It is
the biggest flaw about this and the reason why I can't really recommend it.
And this is just a pet peeve, but I like having my scope caps come down. On the front, you can't do it because it hits into the mount. That's not cool. Why couldn't you just cut that a little bit farther or shift this back a little bit? But again, that's a pet peeve. I just don't like my caps going up. It just makes it bigger and bulkier. But that's a real pet peeve.
We start at 100 yards on paper, then 200 yards on chicken. We do not have visual confirmation at the 300-yard line, so we skip that to go to the 400-yard line, which are turkeys, I believe, and then 500 yards, which is a boar. Notice the line at the 9 o'clock position. For whatever reason, that would just show up from time to time. It wasn't to do with the alignment, it was just there. However, that being said, the glass on this thing is ridiculously clear for a $200 optic. It is superb.
The mount being solid to the body is also just a pet peeve. I would love for this thing to be a little bit lower down so I could mount it on something like a 1022 or PCC. But I can't. I'm forced to deal with this height, and it is very tall. But the thing that I cannot accept the most, and it is by far the worst, is when you get behind this thing and you go to get it to the right distance from your eye. It is so close that it is absurd. I swear it's like you're right on top of it. And in the beginning of this video, you noticed that I started with scope caps on and then I took them off. And your field of view changes dramatically as a result. Reason being, it's so close to your eye, everything is just blown out of proportion. You lose a real sense of situational awareness when you're looking through this thing.
About
because
75
it
to
takes up
100
so
yards.
much of your vision. And that's why it's so hard to say that I don't recommend this. This would be great as a 1X, and Primary Arms sells a 1X variant of this with a slightly different reticle, I believe. I would recommend going with that and then getting a magnifier, because then you have a 1X and then whatever magnifier you decide to put on it. Having a fixed 2.5 or 3 or 5 severely limits you and your ability to use this in an environment other than what a fixed 2.5 would be good at, which is basically field work. Yes, the military uses ACOGs and all that, but for me it just doesn't work. For you it might, and if this works, if none of this stuff bothers you, you're going to buy a great little prism. At the end of the day, I cannot recommend it. I'd much rather have for myself an LPVO or a red dot or 1X prism with a magnifier. And that's what I would recommend to others as well. It gives the end user a much broader range of usability. And to me, that's more important than anything else. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.